Hi. I'll be with you in just a moment. Yes, I'm Dr. Matt. How are you doing today? Okay. It's the full physical examination. It's fantastic, and you're right on time. It's always welcomed. Yes. Okay, let me just start by popping on my gloves. And I'll outline the structure of our examination today. So, a physical examination consists of verifying that our primary senses and our motor nerves are functioning as they should. So we'll test the eyes, the hearing. Exactly. Yes. We'll test the right down to kind of the reaction of your nerves in your knees. Correct. We'll also check the sensitivity of your skin to make sure that your body's able to interpret pressure and, again, that sensitivity correctly. Okay? So I encourage you to relax. It's an entirely invasive-free procedure. Yes, there's nothing to worry about. As I said, it's your hearing. Yeah. We'll start with your eyes and we'll move from there. Okay? I'd also like to get an outline towards the end of the examination in regards to your health and your general lifestyle and your approach to nutrition. Okay? Fantastic. All right. Now, we actually use this to inspect the ear, but it has a handy light. Now, all I would like you to do here is just to follow the light. Okay? I'm going to cover one of your eyes. Okay? Look straight ahead. Okay? Straight ahead. Don't look at the light. Look straight ahead. Okay? Okay. Okay. Good. Very good. Let's check the other eye. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. All I was doing there was just shining quite a bright light into the center of the pupil, and I'm monitoring the reaction of the pupil to make sure it's dilating and then retracting as we'd expect it to. And it checks out perfectly. Okay, good. Now, the next part of your eye examination is a little bit more extensive. And this time, I would actually like you to just stare at my nose. Okay. And again, stare at my nose. Look straight ahead. Okay. Now all I'm doing here is just interfering with the light that's being fed into the iris. Good. Very good. Okay. While still focusing on my nose, what I would like you to do is just, again, while looking straight ahead, tell me how many fingers you can see in your peripheral vision. Okay? Straight ahead. Good. 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 Mm-hmm. Very good. Wonderful. Okay. Now for the next exercise, I'd like you to actually follow my finger, not my nose, my finger. Okay? Again, relaxed and just follow. Keep your head perfectly still, and it's only the movement of the eyes. Okay? Very good. Very good. Mm-hmm. Back down. Okay. Again, following the finger. Wonderful. Again, all we're doing here is analyzing and scrutinizing your eyes and your motor nerves' ability for your brain essentially to be able to send the signal to your eyes to track and to follow the direction of the finger. Okay? Now this time we'll try with 2 fingers. Okay, just following the fingers. Very good. Good. You're doing exceptionally well. Okay. Okay. Well done. Now, I'm just going to have a quick look in each of your ears. Now, this is fairly well understood by some of our patients at least. We do expect to see a build-up of at least some earwax. And earwax essentially acts as a deterrent for dust particles, infection in some cases, and keeps the inner ear, exactly the eardrum protected, while still allowing for full sound. The only time we expect to see an unusually high build-up of earwax is if you are suffering from some kind of ear infection or you were perhaps under the weather. Anything that can fluctuate with the body's temperature can also have an impact. Good. So again, I'll just be stepping to each side. Okay, just relax. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's fine. Again, just hold perfectly still, please. Very good. Okay, I'd ask you to yawn for me if you can, or at least the kind of animation. Yeah, just kind of open the jaw and very good. It's okay if you're feeling a little bit sleepy or a little bit tired. That's absolutely fine. It just clears that passage a little bit and kind of lets me see a bit further down. Very, very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're doing excellently well. Alright, nicely done. Absolutely no issues on this side. I'm just going to step to the side of you and just kind of having a little look. heartbeat issues, no contusion. Wonderful. I think the message of not using earbuds is finally starting to trickle through to people. Yeah, these are notorious for actually pushing large buildup of wax further into the ear, which of course is not what we want. Again, I would ask you just to yawn for me again, please. Very good. Okay, I'm just having a little look. Wonderful. Very good. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Thank you very much. Okay. It's absolutely nothing to report in either ear. Okay, which is good. You're taking good care of them. I think about 5 months ago, I think you were with our audiologist. Yeah. I don't see the resemblance personally, but I get that a lot. I think he looks younger than I do. Maybe it's the beard. Perhaps. Okay. Now, next, I'd actually like to measure the heart. And we do this for several reasons. But primarily because the heart is a fantastic gauge for somebody's overall healthiness in a lot of cases. Okay, we're going to look at that, what's what we call RH, or resting heart rate. Okay. Now this will be a little bit cold. I'm just going to pop it on your chest, like so. And I just encourage you to breathe normally here, please. Very good. Okay, you have a strong heartbeat. It's not erratic in any way. Okay. Very good. Okay. Good. Now, since we have the time, I'd like just to take a couple of minutes to again listen to the kidneys. And all we're listening for is any kind of abnormalities. I certainly don't expect to find anything because you're in perfect state of health, and this is just a routine checkup. But if we have the time, which we do, we like to offer the most thorough service possible. And this isn't standard procedure for a physical examination, but we like to go above and beyond. I'm just going to pop this around your back. And again, I'm just resting this just above your waist. To the side, exactly. Okay. Again, no issues there. There's no kind of good, no echo, no. Very good. Third time. Third and final time. Okay. Good. Very good. Okay. Again, as expected, no issues. Heart. It sounds healthy. It's regular. No echo, no sign of you're not skipping beats. Have you ever felt what we call heart palpitations? You could be walking into a room, you could be sat doing nothing, and all of a sudden you'll feel your heart beating 3-4 times as fast, almost as if you've just run a marathon. Okay. Heart palpitations as an isolated incident aren't considered anything to worry about. And I would always encourage you to consult with your GP. But again, as a standalone, they're not considered bothersome or a worry, especially if there's no pain associated with it. If you're experiencing pain, again, I'd encourage you to consult with your doctor. Okay, good. All right. Now the next little test. This blunt object against this, well, sharp but not uncomfortably. It's not. It's serrated but not sharp. And what will happen? We will press one end onto the skin, like so. Sharpened, blunt. Okay? You'll feel this on your skin, your eyes will be closed, and I want you to advise me whether it's the blunt feeling or the sharpened feeling. Again, there's no edge to this, it's not going to cut you, it's just a different sensation. And again, we're measuring the nerves along the cheek and down the jaw. Just, again, correct. Checking for that response level. Now, if you can look forward and just close your eyes for me, please, and tell me if it's blunt or sharp. Good. 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 That was a trick. You thought I turned around because you heard my gloves. No, you were right. I turned it twice. Good. Very good. It's your forehead here. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. No issues there whatsoever. 100%. Glad to hear it. Okay. Now the next one is a slightly newer addition to our testing cycle. And this brush allows us to measure, again, a response between the epidermis, the skin, and your brain. Now, if you feel this, a softened bristle brush running against your skin, say brush. If you feel the wooden end on the skin, just say wooden end. Okay? Brush. Wood. Alright. So I just need your arm. Perfect. Correct. Correct. Two more. In no particular order. That's right. Well done. Well done. It's been known to be quite a relaxing sensation, having the top of your hand or your arm brushed. Yeah, I sure do. Okay, now, with the little reflex hammer, I'll be testing for that reflex action in your knee and your elbow. It should be an involuntary response to a stimuli, to a very specific point. Okay? It's just a little hammer. Again, there'll be no pain whatsoever. It's just a reflex. So don't mind me here. Okay. I'm just going to extend the leg and just give it a little tap. Good. And again. Well done. Fantastic. And the other leg. Just extending that leg out. One more. Very good. It's again, knees are reacting exactly as they should. I will test the elbow. Again, similar test as what we just did in the knee. So I take the hammer, extend the arm, and just give it a little tap. Okay? Ready? Good. Two more. Good. And one more. Good. Can you just give me your other arm, please? Ready? Good. Two more. And one. Good. Again, given your age and your overall health and well-being, you've passed with flying colors. Eyes are responding as they should. Yeah, there's no contusion, no blockage in your ears. What I would like to do before we move on to the nutritional survey, I would just like to do a very quick test on your ears. Again, if you could close your eyes, I'd like you to repeat the word that I'll whisper in each ear. Okay? Cetera. Cetera. No, it wasn't 3D haircut. It was actually Cetera. But it was a good guess. Check the other ear. GB ASMR. Good. Well done. She is the best. Okay. Now, we've done the physical examination. However, we are huge advocates of prevention. Infinitely better in every way, more economical, happier, easier than cure. Alright? Now this won't take very long, but it will be added to your medical file, again, just so we can get a clear impact and a clear overall assessment of you as our patient and, of course, client. Okay. If you exercise, how many times a week would you say that you regularly exercise? Okay. And why? I'm with you. Okay. Well, that's perfectly acceptable. Okay. And are you a smoker? Understood. Oh, really? No, it's one thing about this job that's taught me over the years You can never, ever, ever judge a book by its cover. Ever. Okay. And are you working currently? Okay. And in the times that you are, what do you think your stress level on average would be? Between one being stress-free factory, a 5 being, please somebody send me to Barbados before I kill my coworker. Okay. And how often do you find that occurring, those kind of high points of stress? Okay. All right. Yeah. No, again, I can understand that. All right. What would a typical week look like in terms of diet? Do you think you have an acceptable diet? How often are you eating veg in a week? Fresh vegetables, yes. Okay. We can always do better. And how about fruit? We do obviously specify you get 5 pieces of apple, 5 pieces of banana, it doesn't matter. 5 individual servings of fruit and or veg in a day. If I could advise to that level of specifics, I would encourage it to be green vegetables. They're full of iron, they're healthy, nutrition, and they don't have the sugars that the fruit has. And not to suggest for even one moment that fruit is in any way unhealthy for us. Fructose is completely natural sugar, and the body deals with it very well. But from an overall calorie standpoint, getting in those green vegetables is certainly a recommend. Yeah. Okay. And do you remember the last time you fell ill? And when we say ill, we can mean the common cold, flu, tonsillitis, any kind of thing that had you bedridden, for example. Or at least that feeling that you didn't want to get out of bed. Okay. Yeah, I believe there was quite a lot of it going around. Yes. And do you have any specific allergies? Okay. And were you born with? Okay. Allergy identification can be quite fickle, and it's quite difficult to master. We can develop intolerances at any point in our entire lives. Right from when we were born right till the day we die, we can develop an intolerance for food. And in some cases it's less than intolerance, it's more of the body just deals with certain food groups in a better way. And it's not even a rule that can be applied to all humans, because our metabolisms are entirely different. The way we, again, deal with certain food groups varies from person to person. Okay. And when were you last at your general practitioner, your doctor? All right. Good. We saw you with the audiologist 5 months ago. When did you last have your eyes tested? Okay, you're due a checkup. If you like, I can actually have an appointment scheduled for you the next couple of weeks. Sure. definitely do that. Have you ever worn glasses at any point in your life? Contacts? Okay. Take a quick note. Yeah. And my final question, it's a two-parter, we'll say. How many caffeinated drinks do you consume on average in a week? Okay. And you've tried decaf? Okay. Silly question. Yeah. Caffeine, again, this is a little bit like preaching to the converted, but caffeine does increase the heart rate. And while it can be a very welcome boost of energy and kind of dispel some of that lethargy, we do encourage to keep caffeine to a minimum. It's a stimulant that the body we don't want it to become accustomed to it, reliant and dependent in some cases. Yeah, understand. Okay, my final question is, what does your sleeping pattern look like? How many hours do you think, on average, sleep do you get per night? Okay. Yeah. Again, sleep is your body's and your brain's opportunity to rest, recuperate, and keep house. Homeostasis, essentially. From the moment the body is conceived to the moment we die, the body is always just trying to keep house, maintain order. We build and replace billions of cells in even a single day. And part of that restorative process, not all of it, happens during our sleeping cycles. So it's important not to deny your body that healthy and life-giving sleep. Yeah, I am familiar with the phenomenon of ASMR. Yes, I'm a consumer of the same. Yes. Okay. Now, we will have the results of your physical examination mailed out to you via report. In no more than 10 working days, I would imagine. As I said, we got your resting heart rate monitored as well. And just before you head out, we'll have your blood pressure taken. It's just in the room on your way out. They'll be expecting you. Again, we like to keep a comprehensive list of, And of course, patient history is just another tool we use in correctly diagnosing and advising. We're very proud of our work. You are far too kind. Thank you very much. Let me just remove my gloves or shake your hand. Again, it's a pleasure. I am Dr. Matt. Feel free to come back anytime. If you ever feel unwell, if you just need a checkup, we'll be here. And I'll be sure to schedule the eye test. Absolutely. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon.